Having been told that the fate of Lumio City now rests in our hands, the only logical next step was to begin working on more side quests. The first of such an illustrious lineup of time wasters came from this fine couple and their collection of Spewpa who have taken over the museum. I'm not entirely sure why this mission is in here, but I will admit most of the placements either got a chuckle out of me, or at least had some neat wall art, so that's nice. My reward was what else but a Spewpa of my own. Next up, in the grand tradition of the Kalos games giving you a free Lucario, I headed over to this child named Bond. He's lonely and wants to have a friend to play with, so he requests an Abra in exchange for a Riolu named Riolu. And I've gotta respect both how clever and how terrible the pun is here. Pokemon writers really are appealing to me directly with this game. Anyways, Abra ditches the small child immediately after being traded, and I swear I didn't teach it to do that, but that doesn't mean I don't find it hilarious. And hey, before we keep going, if you guys enjoy the video, please consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. It really helps me out, and I'm super grateful that there are people who watch my stuff. Anywho, the next up was a battle with this man, Tixian, I think that's how you say it. His name is more complicated than the request anyways, a quick battle designed to show off how berries work in this game, which is to say not very well. Speaking of battles, next I paid a visit to Lice and Venin, and as their names oh so subtly suggest, their whole gimmick is that they try and teach me all about paralysis and poisoning. What this amounts to is 2 more quick battles, alongside a question about which of the 2 status conditions are more effective, but being honest, I barely noticed either of them. Unlike Freeze, other status conditions that would normally be super debilitating are barely noticeable, so they don't really serve much of a purpose in this entry. With some side quests done, I still had the obligation to help Mabel with her research, so it was time to go gather some more potential team members. And with some new wild zones popping up, it was the perfect time to make some catches. Side note, I've never understood the Vanillite hate. Yes, it's an ice cream cone, but it's a cute ice cream cone. Have a heart. A quick change in the day-night cycle sent me on a diversion back to Wild Zone 4, since the only mons I was missing from Wild Zone 7 were day only, netting me a Honedge. From there I went down to Zone 8, running into a large number of different ground types. Numel, Sandile, Drillbur, Gibble, all valuable new team members I added to the decks, and in Gibble's case, to the squad. I dub thee Terrafin. After that came Wild Area 10, which was full of water types. I'm not sure why I bothered grabbing the Alpha Sharpedo here, seeing as I have a Feraligatr for a starter, but hey, that research isn't going to finish itself, right? From here, there wasn't really much to do but explore the city, finding a wide range of different encounters, including a Sableye, making up for the one I wasn't able to catch earlier in the run. Left with only 3 more side quests to finish, I headed over to a cafe where I basically got paid to take out the garbage, so crossing that one off the bucket list, I guess. And then I headed over to Mabel's place to complete the arduous task of choosing a Charizard because I'm basic. Finally, having a battle with Army here, where I quickly extinguished his flames with Gummy Goo. All this, and a copious amount of EXP candy, gave me enough experience to evolve all of my starter Pokemon into their final forms. After completing the chores list, it was time to progress the story a little bit. Joining Tawny at Quasardo Inc., we had to first take care of the bodyguards blocking the door. I don't know who thought rodent-based security was the best idea, but I'm suspecting they might need to brush up on their resume. Purplecliff comes out to greet us after the battle, taking his time to, or he walks away again, that works too. He tells us he's going to game the system a bit, giving us a chance to take a special promotion match against him so we can get authorization to help deal with rogue Mega Pokemon, cause I guess it was fine the first time I did it, but now it's a problem to let teenage tourists risk their life to save the city. Which also meant I had to get another Challenger's ticket. Right. Bing, bang, boom, ticket acquired. Heading back over, it was time to begin the battle. Cliff's team was probably the most interesting so far. Diana, my Gardevoir that I forgot to mention I nicknamed, managed to take out his Houndoom, and Dreadnought made quick work of both Sharpedo and Chad. I'm sorry, little one. Finally, after a Mega Evolution pose that goes way harder than it has any right to, Cliff brought out his ace, a Mega Drampa. And I figured the only correct thing to do was answer in kind, sending out Diana one more time to provide a proper introduction to Mega Evolution. Following the battle, I was promoted all the way from V to F, and honestly, it's kind of disappointing. I mean, sure, it speeds things along, and having 26 ranked battles would be a lot, but still, it's kinda underwhelming to just zip right up to the upper ranks after so little work. We then got some more exposition, revealing that AZ had a hand in dealing with the rogue Mega Pokemon before Quasardo had any idea what was going on. What? The enigmatic character who's written to be morally gray is possibly hiding something? Color me surprised. With more threats looming on the horizon, all that was left to do was prepare myself for the coming storm as the journey continues. And if you're asking yourself, did he seriously just make a whole video about doing almost nothing but side quests? Yes. Yes, I did. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.